Alright bros, story time. So first off, I want to say the reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to get your guys' opinion. Maybe you guys know the law better than I do. And I also want to just know if anyone else gets in this situation like I did, maybe this will help them out, maybe I can give them advice or something. But here, I'll just start with a story. Alright, so last night I'm headed to the movies and I'm driving on the highway. I'm going to meet my friends there. So I'm on the highway, I'm on the leftmost lane. I've been on this road before and there's usually cops here. You know, the speed limit on this road is 55, which is a little bit lower than we usually drive, 65, around that range on this road. So I'm driving on this road and I'm going the speed limit. And then I see a car on the side of the road and I'm like, alright, that's a cop. So I do what every normal person does when they see a cop on the side of the road. I slow down a little, check my speedometer, make sure I'm going the speed limit, and I'm like, I check my speedometer, I'm going like 55, 54, I'm going the speed limit, so I'm like, alright, I'm good. So I drive past it, and as I drive past it, I see the car pull out. So the car pulls out and switches all the way over to the lane where I'm at, which is the leftmost lane, and it starts coming up behind me really fast. You know, I just think maybe the cop's like just trying to go somewhere else, maybe he's just trying to go to another spot. So I turn on my blinker and I start switching over to the right. The second I do that, he pops his lights, pulls me over. So he pulls me over, and as I'm getting pulled over, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, what is he pulling me over for? You know, I wasn't speeding, I didn't know what to do, I wasn't sure what I did wrong. So he pulls me over, and I roll down my windows, and then he comes up, walks over to me, and he's like, can I see your ID? I give him my driver's license. He doesn't even tell me why he's pulling me over. He just asks me straight for my ID. I give him like, no questions asked, you know, I'm really respectful. I'm like, yes, it's in my pocket. I give it to him. And he's like, can you roll your window up a little bit? I roll my window up. He looks at it, he sees that it's tinted, and he's like, like, I'll be right back. He leaves. He goes to his car, he comes back like right away, like no time, less than a minute. He comes back, he hits his little device, he measures my tint. I have legal tint. He sees that it's legal, and he's like, And then now he tells me the reason he pulls me over. He's like, so the reason I pulled you over is, I thought you had your tint was too dark on your car, but it's legal. And I'm like, you know, in my head I'm like, all right, you know, that's fair, whatever. He pulled me over for that, you know, it's legal. Like, let me be on my way, let me go. But then this next part is the part that gets me. He's like, and also, I also pulled you over because of your license plate tag frame, the one that says BRZ. It's blocking your sticker. You know, there's like the little registration sticker that says like the month and the year when the expires or whatever. And then in my head, all right, I'm 95% sure that it's not blocking it. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe it is. In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm pretty sure it's not. And I'm also in my head, I'm like, you definitely didn't pull me over for that because there's no way you could have seen it. You know, I'm in the leftmost lane. He was behind me for like less than a second, like he pulled me right over. So he definitely didn't see that at first, so he definitely didn't pull me over for that. So I asked him just to make sure. I'm like, okay, so you're talking about my frame and the little sticker in the corner with the month and year? And he's like, yes, I'm talking about that. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, officer, I didn't know it was like that. I can get that fixed as soon as possible. And he's like, all right, hold tight, I'll be right back. He goes back to his car. All right, this can go one of three ways. Like, he can either just let me off, he can give me a written warning for it, or he can give me a ticket for it. And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, if he wanted to let me off, he could have just given me my ID there at the tent and been like, all right, get that fixed. But he didn't, so he went back to his car, and he was in his car for like 2 to 3 minutes. So he's taking his time in his car. So I'm just in my car, and I'm like, if I get a ticket for this, I'm gonna be pretty pissed because I'm pretty sure what I have on my car, it's not blocking it. And then like, I don't want to have to deal with this because I'm about to go to school soon, start my semester. I'm not gonna be here. I don't want to come back and like go to court or pay any fees or whatever. So I don't want to deal with that. So I'm just in my car, I'm like, man, if I get a ticket for this, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. So as I'm in my car thinking about it, another car passes us, and we're on the shoulder, and he passes us on the rightmost lane, closest to the shoulder. So, and if you guys didn't already know this, when a cop has someone pulled over on the highway, you're supposed to always switch over a lane if you can, and if you can't, you're always supposed to like go past like really slowly. So this guy didn't do that. He passed us right away, and the second he passes us, I see the cop get out of his car. He runs over to me. He hands me my ID back, and he's like, get that fixed. You're good. And like before I could even grab my ID, and I was gonna ask him. I was gonna be like, there's no written warning. Like, I'm good to go. Like, I wanted to ask him. You know, I just wanted to make sure. Before I can even grab my ID, and I'm like, I get out the word so. He already runs back to his car, and he takes off after the guy that just ran past us. And as he does this, I already know. I'm like, all right, this cop's literally just pulling people over just so he can find a way to give them a ticket. So I take off, and we're going the same direction because we're on the highway, So I end up seeing him, and I passed the guy, and he pulled over the guy that passed us. So I get to the movie theater, and I get out my car, and I'm like, all right, let me check my license plate tag frame. So I get out, and then here, I'll show you guys what it looks like, because I haven't done anything to my car. This happened literally like last night around 9:50. So nothing. I didn't change anything. So let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is my license plate frame. And so what the cop was basically trying to say was that this was blocking this square right here that says the month and the year that my registration expires. So as you guys can obviously see, it's obviously not blocking it. Maybe this little piece right here is blocking it, but overall it's perfectly visible. And the only other thing I could think of that he could probably say is that it's blocking my county right here. But that's not a big deal because some people get "In God We Trust" on their license plates, so having the county there isn't even a big deal. So if anyone knows, let me know if this is illegal or not. If it's illegal, I'll change it, but from the looks of what I have, I think it's perfectly fine. Like, the cop was literally just pulling people over just to give them a ticket. Like, I would have had no issue. If I was doing something illegal, if I was speeding, if I was being reckless or anything, if he pulled me over, I would have no problem. I would just been like, all right, I was doing this is my fault. I would have took the consequences. I'm pretty sure what went through his head was, he saw my car, he saw it was a sports car, and he was like, all right, this is gonna be an easy ticket. He probably has tinted windows, you know, my car's modern and everything, you know, he probably assumed. So he pulled me over, and he measured it. He was like, he has like legal tint, so he's like, I can't get my ticket for that. And then he's just like, oh yeah, also that frame thing is blocking it. So he just like, I'm pretty sure he just came up with that. He just wanted to give me another reason to give me a ticket. So I'm pretty sure, like, if he wanted to let me off the hook, he could have let me off the hook right with the tinted windows. So I'm pretty sure he went back to his car so he could write me something. But when he saw that guy pass us, he was probably like, all right, I can't get anything out of this guy because this guy, like, because I don't have anything, like, I didn't have anything wrong, like, my car was fine. So he was like, all right, I can't get anything, like, my fine probably wouldn't have been much at all, and I probably could have just fought it and been like, everything's fine. So he couldn't, he was just thought, he was like, all right, I can't get this guy, but I can get this guy that just passed us, and I can get this guy a for sure ticket. So he ran back, gave me that, and went after the other guy. The reason this makes me mad is, this is like the reason why cops have such a bad reputation. If I was doing something wrong, there's no issue with that, but the fact that, you know, I was just driving normally, all right, he pulled me over for tinted windows. Even if he just left me off at that, if he just said your windows tint was too much or whatever he thought, I would have been fine. But the fact that, you know, he kind of like wanted to have another reason for it, it just made it worse. For the time that he wasted, he could have probably got someone else that actually did something illegal instead of wasting both our times just trying to find someone to give a ticket to. But yeah, seriously, let me know what you guys think about that, because if that's really illegal, let me know. I'll fix it. I don't think that's illegal at all. I think I'm perfectly fine. I'm in the right. I think he was just trying to give people tickets. So I had to give you guys any advice, I just say, if you guys do have tinted windows or something, like, just make sure it's legal, because you don't want to have to deal with that. If you ever get pulled over, you don't want to have to like give you just a ticket for that, and then you have to remove it or you get a fine, whatever. You don't want to have to deal with that. If you just keep it legal, you can be like my scenario where the cop tested it, I was fine, and he just didn't have anything else to like give me a ticket for it. You try to make up that thing about my license tag. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. Just be careful out there, especially near the end of the month and on holidays. I'm not saying all cops are like this, but you know, some of them are just trying to meet their quotas. But yeah, just be careful out there and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for hearing out my rant, alright? I'll see you guys next time. Peace.